actually doing this at morning time today. It is like 7 a.m. So I got up at like 6 something and I went for a walk and I did like went to a park and stuff. And I'm here. I'm back at 7 so I can make a morning time one. So maybe it'll be like semi-morning time when this gets out. But today I'm going to do a song that is, this one's really special to me. Some of y'all know this one. I have released a single of this one as well that I did with Larry. It's called Who Am I But a Piece of Light. And so this song, I think sometimes as songwriters, what we really are is we're vessels, or as musicians or whatever, you know. As people is really what we are. We're vessels. And for me, like, this song was one that I feel like was given to me more than it was one that I wrote, you know. The words were given to me and I agreed to be a vessel for it, and I honestly just think it's like absolutely beautiful and powerful, and I feel blessed that I get to be a part of it. But I thought it was kind of, so this song, I actually wrote it or received it. It was during a lunar eclipse a couple of years ago. I was out in New Mexico and I was with a friend, and a handful of people know about this. I don't talk about it a whole lot, but I feel like I have had several songs throughout the years that were given to me, you know, for lots of people, but there were some in specific that I feel like were given to me because they were for her to receive. And I went out this particular time. I'd gone out to see her. She was in the process of passing from cancer, and we were hoping that when I went out there that I would just be there to help, but it ended up kind of, things had started going the other way. And so when I got out there, we were doing like music sessions in the morning, right? So I would like kind of play for her to like let her kind of relax and, you know, to ease through some things, waiting for like medicine to kick in and that kind of stuff. And then when she would like be down for like naps and stuff, I was taking virtual courses on sound healing. So I was learning about frequencies. So this was before I really dove into all of that, but it was like the beginning stages of that. And so anyways, while I was out there, there was like one night that this lunar eclipse was happening, and I had set my alarm so I could get up at like 3 or 4 or something to go out and see it. And I got up and I was getting ready to go outside, and all of the words to this song just started like going into my head, right? And I was like, whoa. And so I had like a phone or something, I was like typing it all in, and I basically just received almost verbatim like the first half of this song. And I went outside and I watched the last part of the eclipse, and I watched like the moon set and the sun rise, and I came back in and received the second half of the song. And I was able, I know that this song was what it was for me to give to her. And I feel very grateful that I was able to give it to her while she was able to still receive it. And there's a line in this that says, I love every line in this, it's like powerful, but there's one where it goes, is talking about like when we pass, or when people we know pass, and it says that there's no beginning and no ending to the light that is within us. That light continues on, reflecting from those that we've touched, reflecting from those that have touched us. And I always feel like every time I get to perform this song, it's like a little piece of her light that is still getting to like reflect out, and I think that's just a really beautiful concept, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I got to know her, and I'm grateful that I get to have this little piece of her that I get to keep giving out, that was kind of inspired, because she was definitely a piece of light. And yeah, and she's also a reason that I have like my singing bowls. I completed like my course while I was out there, and she's a big reason that I have the bowls, and that I kind of went in some of the direction that I went in with trying to do more things like healing music and being intentional about what I'm putting out into the world, because creating spaces of peace, you know, creating spaces for people to feel comfort, because I think that's just something we need sometimes. But anyways, this is Who Am I But a Piece of Light. I did a little bit more talking than I normally do. And yeah, I don't always say it at shows, but you know, this is Cloudy's song. And for some of y'all, if y'all know me a real long time, you might recognize it as this part was from the song Hope. And there was like I had done a loop where I'd done that part and like kind of had it going out. And one time while I was sitting there with the loop and just experimenting, I heard the words, "Who am I but a piece of light, an instrument of the divine?" And that became the loop. That's what the loop is. And then, you know, a few months later, I received the words that went with it. So yeah, this is Who Am I But a Piece of Light. Do it looped, so we'll see if I can do it while I'm playing. Who am I but a piece of light? Who am I but a piece of light, but an instrument of the divine? Who am I but a piece of light? Who am I but a piece of light, but an instrument of the divine? But how do we move forward? We move forward with the knowledge that we are enough, as we were, as we are, as we will be. Because who am I but a piece of light? Reflecting, refracting, illuminating. We wake into darkness in the beginning, that is all that we know. We are held in a place of comfort, there is no fear, only stillness as creation begins. Energy's vibrating. The light hasn't become visible to the human eye, but is humming through all of our being. The light that is never ending, but constantly adapting, changing, evolving. A metamorphic entity that resides within us. A metamorphic entity that is us. As we emerge from the darkness, we are suddenly surrounded by lights. We thought that we were the only one, but we are many. We gravitate through the years, reflecting the light that we see, sharing the light that we are, and joining with the other pieces of light, illuminating all the beauty, bound together, weaving a tapestry that is so rich, so vibrant, so exquisite. Though we are but one thread, together we paint a story that will be continued to be passed on through the ages. Each light guiding the way to those who follow, as they were once guided by the lights that came before. There comes a point in all of our lives where we must re-enter the womb of life alone, and though our physical form may change, our light remains. Because there's no beginning and no ending to the light that is within us. That light continues on, reflecting from those that we've touched, reflecting from those who have touched us. And though we are reborn in a new form, our light is always within us, illuminating the path back to the lights that we have known and loved. Because who are we? But pieces of light. And what is a piece if not part of a whole? We are all one and the same, and therefore never truly alone, because we are all light, and we are all one. Who am I but a piece of light? Who am I but a piece of light? But an instrument of the divine. Who am I but a piece of light? Who am I but a piece of light? But instrument of the divine. Who am I but a piece of light? Who am I but a piece of light? But instrument of the divine. Who am I but a piece of light? Who am I but a piece of light? But an instrument of the divine. Yeah. Yeah, that's who am I but a piece of light. I do. I really love this song. It's been, it's so different from a lot of the things that I've done before. It's so like getting used to doing spoken word pieces is like a whole nother ball game. And but yeah, but I really like it. It is easier when I have the loop set and I'm not having to try to think about my hands at the same time though, because like a speaking voice is very different than a singing voice when it comes to like playing at the same time. I don't know. That might just be a me thing though. But yeah, I hope that y'all have a beautiful day, and yeah, thank you for letting me share a little bit about the song and share some little moments about Cloudy, because she was a piece of light. She definitely was. And yeah, have a good one. Go give some love to some people.